So once we realize this and assume this responsibility, there's no doubt what we ought to do. And this is why I think that we have made a great stride this past year and a half, and why I encourage you to stick together, keep the meetup groups going, and go on with the next project. And I, from my viewpoint, will do everything possible to keep it going. We will continue. There's a few more primaries left. We are going to have a major rally in my home state in Texas here in June. We will be attending the rally on July 12th in Washington, D.C. And I hope that we have a grand presence in Minneapolis come September. The design will be there to demonstrate calmly and coolly and intellectually that we are not a small number of people. Remember what they told us after the first debate or two, and we win the post-debate polling? They said, oh, that's a couple of spammers out there. They know what to do. Well, glad to meet you, a couple dozen spammers out there. You did a great job. But the numbers are there, and even with the primaries winding down, our crowds have been great. The enthusiasm is great. The college campuses are alive. The young people are interested, and the conditions are just ripe for a revolution. But it is great that we can bring people together by just acknowledging the fact that we have one thing that brings us together, our freedom to choose what we want for our lives. At the same time, we don't have to tell people how they want to use their life and what they want to do. And this is non-confrontational, and it's just based on really a lot of good common sense. And that's what so many people say. But you know, it makes so much sense to talk about freedom and understanding it. So our responsibility is really to study and understand how to defend our position, because they'll keep telling you continuously. They'll say, oh, you have no humanitarian concerns. You don't care about people that might drink too much or smoke too much. You don't care about them. You don't care about the poor people because we'll get them a house, even though next month the house may disappear because you know, of a housing bubble collapse. But if we do this and understand that true compassion means not only is it beneficial to ourselves in a very self-centered way, it also is beneficial because we understand human nature, and we can say, and we have concern for our fellow man. Then there is this great prosperity. People say, well, the poor, there will always be poor, and that is true. But this nation has been a generous nation. It's more difficult to be generous when the government takes everything from us, and when the inflation rate is eating up our income. But we still have been a generous nation. There are still a few hospitals left in this country that provide medical care without charges. I have one in my district. It's a burn hospital. And when I first started medicine, I worked in an emergency room at $3 an hour, and nobody was ever turned away. There was no government aid, but the churches fulfilled the role. And yet today, everybody gets charged the maximum. Everybody gets put on welfare, and and nobody's happy. Charges are up, prices in hospitals are going out of business, doctors are quitting. It's a result not of free market medicine. It's a result of government management of medical care for the last 35 years. We need to get the government out of the way and trust the people to do what is right to take care of themselves. I do want to thank everybody for coming out today and the enthusiasm and the encouragement that you have given me. So many people have said that I have removed your apathy. I'm so delighted if I have, but I was skeptical about how many individuals like you would be out there, and I found out there are many more than I ever dreamed of. So there's every reason in the world for us to continue not only to do what we're doing, but double our effort in what we're doing and bring about true change in this country, which means bring liberty back to America. Thank you very much.
should have video camera.